Good now to you. We are pleased to be meeting with you in this fashion and are eager to discuss with you anything you so choose that would help you to accept and know more of yourself. Hello.
Hi. Yeah, thanks for saying accept. I was trying to find the right word to start with. And yeah, I'd like to start with what I mentioned to Jesse about I feel like I've been sick off and on for the last few weeks. I think it might be associated with group events and potentially like it feels like a very light COVID. Um, and I want to know, and maybe it is just part of like accepting what is, because that's, I'm feeling now, as you said that word, maybe that's what keeps going on, that I'm resisting some things. Um, is it that, or is there something else? Like maybe I, one thing I was thinking yesterday was, am I going out or doing things when I'm really meant to be resting or doing something else? So just wanted a little bit of guidance with my health to start.
Yes, so in regards to the question about the specifics of why you are feeling unwell, the energy frequency of the attention that you have nominated in now is no different than any other response that one's body has to something that it is not in the best interests of allowing to colonize or to infiltrate its beingness. Therefore, whether or not it is COVID or some other energy of you being run down, simply under the weather, simply feeling as if you are not tip-top shape, it does not make that much of a difference. Your collective did decide to have a storyline, a theme regarding a specific molecular structure, a specific viral structure, and focus much attention upon it. For you to feel better, release or less attention that you would focus upon the specifics of the reason for feeling unwell and more upon the what is here in this now moment will allow you and your body to have the energy to move through the proposals that one's body is arriving to give them when they are feeling unwell. Therefore, yes, your determination that there have been times when you have gone out, when you maybe would have done better by taking that rest, do give you the opportunity to look at your choices and say to yourself, well, yes, I do enjoy being social. I do enjoy having fun. I do enjoy encountering these particular beings, but my body is speaking to me in this now moment. So, which am I going to listen to in this now moment? Am I going to take the opportunity to have a quiet night in reflection and feeling through my energies, feeling into myself? Or am I going to choose over that some form of energy that perhaps is not serving as much just in this now moment? So it is good that you have pinpointed this, that you are noticing this, and that you can make choices in the future that do prioritize your state of being, even on a physical level, over perhaps having to be present for every next adventure, having to be present for every social encounter, or running yourself down when your inner self, your body, and your heart are telling you that it is time to take rest. You did mention the group. We will say also that the energies you are feeling are not entirely personal to you. There is collective energy in this now moment that is being processed, that is being burnt off, and many, as is often the case when you are in different seasons of the year, there are those of you who will have the job almost of processing those energies on a more physical level in order to allow them to upgrade into versions of themselves that do not anymore need to process that energy.
Hmm. Okay. So I'm processing energy for myself and the collect or the
Yes,
group.
this is true.
Okay. Okay. um an event that I was at yesterday. I hosted it. I think when I was planning it, I felt, or when I set the date for it, it felt fun and all of that. And I kept it because it's the date we agreed on. Um, I guess what's a a way to approach planning one's life, or how can I be better about um, listening to my guidance when making plans or decisions about things to attend in the future, even if it's just a few days away.
So for each being, this particular question would have a different answer. We are not reading a specific answer for you specifically in this now moment. We will say that you are getting messages, however, from your inner guidance at all times. We understand the desire to be able to be planning the things out that you need to plan out and not needing to be spontaneous in each now moment because you do not know what your mood will do or say on each particular issue or arrangement. You do want to have some structure in your life, but for you, it sounds and seems to be that the structure that you will eventually find as your modality for planning will need to have built into it large amounts of flexibility. And we understand you have a desire also to be dependable. We understand that you have a desire to be able to have people trust you and rely upon you. But these energies are energies that you yourself need to cultivate in yourself first. So we will ask you, how reliable are you to yourself? How much are you trusting yourself? How dependable are you if, in the case of, say, you coming upon a date where you did have something arranged and definitely have a no within your inner being about that particular energy, how often are you likely to cancel? And we expect not very often at all. Instead, you do what you did yesterday, which is convince yourself that it is necessary, convince yourself that you have been capricious by feeling like you do not want to do it anymore, even though you had agreed to it in an earlier moment. And you are in many ways betraying your own inner energies that do have guidance that is more spontaneous. We will also say that there are people on the planet who do not fit into the rules or fit into the molds of planning, of time management, and do work on far more abstract ways of organizing themselves. You are creative and you do fit into this type of category. So it is not so much figuring out how to fix yourself and make yourself more able to plan, but to begin to adjust your life so that it is in accordance with you as you are. Because there is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with your spontaneity and with the changing tides of your energies. If you begin to listen to them, if you begin to honor them, you will begin to see patterns that can be predictable, or you will begin to learn and implement tools that can make your spontaneity more functional. For example, automating things or delegating things to other people who are perhaps more clockwork oriented.
Yeah, thank you. That feels good. Um, I love that. And when I get information like that, I want to go into figuring that out for myself. I found that sometimes that's helpful, and other times that puts me in an energy of maybe forcing something before it's ready. With receiving that guidance, will the answers or the ways sort of come to me, or um,
Yes,
how
much
active do I
of
need to be?
calling in your next level is the aligned action or the what we like to share experimentation with the idea. You can safely experiment with being that spontaneous character and planning a little bit less, and in the areas that feels safe to do so now, begin to do so. In the other areas where it does have a higher stakes, not take that new step and continue doing things in the ways that you have found to be functional, although perhaps not in alignment for you in your past. For example, there may be areas of your life that in this now moment you can allow that flexibility into it. It might be in friendships, it might be in relationships with a romantic partner, it might be in house cleaning, it might be in dealing with that thing that you will want to deal with, or in your creativity when you get around to it simply. And over time, you will see that certain things do perhaps need much structure, and other things somehow manage to get themselves done while you are being random or while you are being unstructured in a way that is very comfortable to you. In other words, you might find that as soon as the bathroom is very dirty, you are naturally wanting in that spontaneous moment to clean it, as opposed to putting it on your schedule to do once a week. Does this make sense?
Yes. Yeah. And that resonates for sure with how I operate.
Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed that clip. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, leave a comment, and engage with this content as much as possible. See you again soon.